I would like to reflect on this evening about the idea of little things. Too often, people equate greatness with the big things, with the popular things, with things that are considered valuable. And when I say valuable, most people now take it to mean expensive, branded, well-known, and valued by a cross-section of society. But this evening I'd like to talk about little things, and I'll start with a very simple example. 2 days ago, one boy brought with him 2 bottles of his coin savings. And I didn't get to meet him because I was not in my office, busy with answering messages of support and messages of requests from us for face shields and PPEs and other things that we are giving away through the help of donors. And this boy gave his 2 bottles of coin savings because he wanted to help. That's my example for tonight. Little things. Little things, when put together, make for greatness. It's not necessarily those big things and expensive and valuable things that make for greatness, but the little things that we do with love, with commitment, with passion, with care and concern for others. I'd like to quote a poem written back in 1845. I first came across this when I was a 16-year-old student back in college, and I'd like to read it for you tonight. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. So the little moments, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. So our little errors lead the soul away from the path of virtue, far in sin to stray. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love, make our earth happy like the heaven above. Somebody much later made a spoof of this poem and added a strophe, and I'd like to share it with you too, because it practically means the same thing. And this is what she said. Little scraps of paper, little crumbs of food, make a room untidy, everywhere they're strewed. How beautiful, how apropos our experience right now. Little things make for greatness, but little things lead us too to dullness. The little things that we don't worry about, our little uncaring ways, our little angers and hurts, our our negative attitudes that well up in our hearts every single minute of the day. Those little things make for much. I definitely am referring to something that we are all too familiar with. When we wake up on the wrong side of the bed every morning, as they say, and we give in to anger, to impatience, to worse things, and when we give in to little bad words in social media, and when we repeat it often enough, then that becomes a habit. And those little things become big things. And instead of a person having anger thoughts and feelings, we become angry persons through and through. All of us is angry. You know, children, they say, are very, very authentic. You know, when a child is angry, all of him is angry. But when a child is happy, all of him is happy. When a child is excited, then you see the excitement oozing from everything he says, everything he does. Even garbled words, you know, you cannot mistake them for excitement. And this is what we are. When we get used to those little things of kindness, then we become kind people. When we get used to doing little thoughts of caring, then we become caring persons. And at this point, I'd like to quote something from a wise Chinese man many, many centuries ago by the name of Lao Tzu. He said, and I know that every one of you has come across this at some point or other in your life. He said, watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. So my dear friends, my dear followers, my dear donors, many of you are listening to me right now are my donors. And I failed to write down this good night talk simply because I cannot get up from my seat in front of my computer, because I have to answer an unending train of private messages, messages of support, messages pledging donations, messages asking for help, messages asking for PPEs, even to places as far-flung as Capiz. And I have had requests that I cannot attend to coming from Cagayan de Oro, from Bulacan, from Tarlac, from Pampanga, from Batangas, and everywhere. My dear friends, please do go on doing those little things. Those little things, when they are good, make for greatness. And nothing is ever lost in the heart of God, because the heart of God sees every little bit of good desire and good deeds that we get around to doing in our lifetime. Our lifetime is short, at this point in my life, I can count many more years behind me than years before me that are coming up ahead. And I'm telling you that at this point in time, after being a teacher for more than 40 years, I realize that it is not necessarily those big things that you did that are remembered, but the little things that you did for others, the little acts of kindness, the little caring thoughts, a little note here, a little thank you there, a little encouragement here, and there you have it. Then people remember you not for the big things you did, but for the little things you do on account of the one who is least, last, lowest, and maybe lost. Good night, everybody.